a bunch more people. I hope that
All right.
we're here. We made it. I kid you not. I did not think I was going to make it today, Cheryl. I was like, I don't know why this happens every single time. Like the day that I launched my podcast, a bunch of stuff happened, and today a bunch of stuff happened.
I don't know. The amount. This was a lot more difficult to figure out than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And I think that in the next, I don't know, over the next month, because we've paid for a month of StreamYard.
Okay. Yay, StreamYard.
Yay, StreamYard. That we can kind of figure out best practices for how to collaborate together, so that not only can we do collaborations, maybe we can bring other people in, or do collaborations with other channels.
Yep.
Together and separately.
Yes.
Deborah Wood is in the chat. Hi,
hello.
Deborah.
Hello. I'm going to put a quick hello. Oh, look how that worked. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, how did you do that?
Wait, what'd I do? Oh, it did it for you. It did it for you too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is strange.
That's cool.
Yeah. No, that's great. Okay, that's awesome. Guys, if you're just getting on here, this has been quite the production trying to get the two of us on here together. So if something happens during the show and we're like, oh, I promise you, it's just because it's the first time. Okay, we're going to get it together. We're going to get this stuff figured out. If you're here, I'd love for you to say hi. Can you see who is on? No. I guess if you only if you say hi. So if you're here, drop a comment or say hi. We would love to know that you're here. This is our first time collaborating. This is my first time using StreamYard. So yes, it's been a whole production. If you're here from the group, say hello. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the box.
Yeah, let us know how you found us. If you are watching on Simplified Accounting with Cheryl, or if you are watching on Mommy Hasn't Showered, let us know which channel you're watching from, because we are streaming to both. We are hoping to bring you guys lots of information, and then just our in general ADHD brains that we just kind of bounce ideas off of each other all the time. So we think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
We look forward to having some fun with you, and all of us just building something for ourselves that's going to give us our best life ever.
Absolutely. Also, if you're new here, or if you did not see the post and you just happen to stumble upon us, because I'm assuming that YouTube will tell our subscribers that we're live also. So we've been posting nonstop on Facebook and on Instagram to let you guys know. Actually, that's one thing I just remembered. Next time I'm going to send out an email blast to let everyone know. But we're going to be doing this every week, every Tuesday at noon. So we would appreciate if you did let us know how you found out about the live. Because we're just trying to pull everything together. And like Cheryl said, we're just trying to bring you a bunch of little tidbits and goodies. And we're excited to be doing this every Tuesday. If you have an idea or you have a private question, I'm watching from, oh, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, let us know. Oh, okay. So now it's highlighted. How'd you do that?
You can go over into our view of the chat and
nice.
Show and hide.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. So if you guys want to get on the show, or if you have a private question or any kind of question that you need us to answer, if you don't want to actually ask the question here on the show, but you want to write it down and let us know, we'll talk about it next week. Or we can talk about
there's also a private chat. You can comment to either one of us privately, and we can see it. We can see the private chat from inside of StreamYard, which is what we're using. So if you put it in there, we're going to assume that we can talk about the question, talk about the answer, but just not give you the credit for for asking it.
We won't tell. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so I guess we can do a little introduction, but before we forget, Cheryl, I do want you to drop your link to your workbook in the comments.
You do that.
I do that.
Well, we can each.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're watching from Simplified Accounting with Cheryl, my link is usually in all the descriptions.
In the descriptions.
Afterwards.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then Renee has a link to it as well. She'll stick in the description on her channel. But my thing is, I am an entrepreneur, reseller. I look for lots of different ways, like Renee does, to bring in income. And but my main pursuit, or my main love, I guess, is accounting and helping small businesses do the best they can with their finances, remove all of the anxiety, and make sure they are ready for tax time with all the strategies and everything that can help you keep all the money in your pocket.
Yes. That's something I like to hear. When you just said that, how exactly did we meet?
I'm thinking it must have had something to do with one of the networking events about like 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yeah. Thank you for your help, Bryce and Brittany.
Like networking in Annapolis is where I was doing a lot of networking out there.
Did we meet in person first?
I'm not sure. I think I met Courtney before
both do networking in Annapolis. Well, I haven't been to any. No, you know what? I have not been to that. That's John's group, right? I have not been to any of his events. Did you go to MC's event ever? At the hair, I've only been to one at the hair salon.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. See, we can't even remember where we met each other.
Back then, I was doing so many networking events.
Yeah.
Well, I was networking like probably 4 or 5 days a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Did you find you were, getting anything out of that? I mean, besides meeting a ton of people, were you like able to make those connections meaningful, or?
At the time, I had left the accounting field and I was concentrating on life insurance with Marianne Lanham.
Okay.
And it was something that wasn't taught to me growing up, and I felt very passionate about it. I'm not a salesperson.
Okay.
So while I do feel like I made a lot of meaningful connections through networking, they weren't connections necessarily that helped me to grow that particular business.
Oh, okay.
Now I learned so much through doing that, that COVID hit. I switched gears because I couldn't go out.
Right.
Got into reselling back in 2019 too, and was just kind of dabbling in it.
Yeah.
And in doing that, I realized I needed to set up my own accounting, my own bookkeeping, and started digging in and saw all this false information being put out there.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Which I just felt like I needed to plug a hole with that. So that started with the group with Tech and Sports and Daily Refinement, Chris Lynn, and I've just snowballed that from there. So I'm still reselling. I'm still adding in other avenues of revenue. Me personally, I'm working on making my business completely 100% mobile.
Yes.
My goal is, everybody, you have to set a goal. You have to set a deadline.
Yeah, so you do.
Mine is the end of the year. Excuse me. Foster puppy. So my current goal to make everything mobile is the end of the year. That just means that I'm going to work to have it mobile. Doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily be mobile, 100% mobile.
Right.
So my husband still has some time before he can retire.
Yeah. Okay. Are you going to be bringing people like into your business to do shipping, or are you going to try to wind down from that?
So that's my hard part.
Yeah.
Either I find someone that can take over the day-to-day shipping aspect of, the whole inventory stuff part of the business, or I transition my niche into something smaller.
Okay.
And bring it with me.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
So I think in order to keep eBay going so that I'm just abreast of the changes and I can stay on top of that, since so many of my clients are eBay resellers.
Yeah.
I think I will probably just transition out of one of my niches, keep the other one, which is jewelry and very, small. So I could have a small store.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just keep things going that way.
Absolutely.
And just bring it with me.
Yep. That's very smart.
You've done a lot of things that I'm interested in.
Okay.
Started.
Let's talk about
it. KDPs and
the
the print stuff, the print on demand. But tell us about Mommy Hasn't Showered, because I love watching your shorts and your videos and your hacks. They're great.
So officially, like branding and being intentional with my content, I started Mommy Hasn't Showered 7 years ago. But my first blog post that I ever did was on Weebly. And then I did another blog post on MySpace 15 years ago when I was pregnant with my first daughter. Yeah. And then I started doing more blogging when I was a single mom with 2 kids under the age of 2. I started doing more of that, just more of an outlet for me. Like, I'm going to go crazy. I got to talk about this. And then it just over the years, it's kind of snowballed into what it is now. As for, because people ask me all the time, like, what's your niche? I would say like lifestyle and like mom content, but on TikTok, somehow it's turned into cleaning content, which I say all of the time. And I make it very clear. I don't enjoy cleaning. It's not something that I'm like, ooh, let me go clean. It's just a necessity. We have 9 people that live here. We have so many animals. We're always out in the yard doing something. Your house just gets dirty. And then we have that country dirt, as the kids call it. It's the country dirt everywhere. It just gets dirty. We don't have a housekeeper either. You're looking at her. So somehow on TikTok, that's what I'm known for, cleaning. Not even like mom content. I've tried to transition out of the cleaning content multiple times. And the algorithm is like, no, you stay put. So you can find me doing cleaning content over there, but you're going to hear me complaining about it and trying to find as many shortcuts as I can because I do not enjoy it.
And I've gotten several products because of watching some TikTok, and I don't even do TikTok.
Oh, do you watch like the shorts or like when people repost their TikToks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because my youngest daughter is on TikTok and she's a gamer and she has a lot of content over there and I happened across one. She was completely covered, but I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, I'm never watching TikTok again.
You got on the wrong side of TikTok. I see a question popped up. I think we could double our eBay business. Yeah, absolutely. Dishes, cleaning in general just takes up time. Okay. Time that I could be doing literally anything else.
I need a banner. Hold on. I have to create a banner.
Okay.
Create a banner. And it's going to be hashtag.
I love it. I can't wait to see it. Tax tip. Yes.
So Renee hates to clean. I hate to clean. Green-eyed Moose, they want to hire a house cleaner. They would be able to list more if they didn't have to do dishes. Did you know that repairs and maintenance are part of your home office deduction? Think about what means maintenance. What does maintenance mean to your home?
Mm-hmm.
It means keeping it clean.
Yep.
Housekeeper.
Yep.
Keeping the grass cut. Keeping it pressure washed. All these things.
Yep.
Snow removal, leaves raked, all of that stuff. Can you get the entire amount? No, you can't get the entire amount, but you can get the percentage that applies to the amount of home office space that you use.
Yes.
And how much time has that created? Because time is money.
It is. Yeah, you could be listing. You could be literally doing anything else with that time. Absolutely. Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay. Sorry, so I can't help myself when I
Yeah, no, that's good. I think I like that. That gets people's attention for sure. For sure. So I think when we met the first time in person that I can remember, we were exchanging inventory, and I was really into Poshmark at the time, not even necessarily eBay. It's funny, I actually made my first eBay sale. My first eBay sale was 16 years ago. I sold a $3,000 Breitling, I think is how you say it, watch that I purchased from Annapolis Mall. I gifted it to someone. I took the gift back, and I was like, for some reason, I couldn't return it back to the store. I don't know if I was like out of the time period or what, but I sold it for like $1,000 more on eBay. And I created my eBay account. I had no idea what I was doing. I literally went into the post office with this watch, and it was a man at the counter. He knew what it was. And I was like, hi, I sold this for X amount of money. I just had it in my hands. I didn't even have it. I was like, I don't know what to do. And he helped me. He's like, okay, well, you need to protect it. You need to get some bubble wrap. You need to do this and that. And I shipped it off. And then I was like, wait a minute. That was very, very easy. Very easy. I had always done in-person sales and stuff like that. I used to be a big couponer. So I would sell laundry detergent and stuff like that. Because why do I need 15, containers of laundry detergent at once? Now I know, just keep it. Because when you run out, it's always at a super inconvenient time. But yeah, I haven't sold anything on Poshmark in a year. I'm out. I'm winding down out of doing reselling. So we've been almost, I guess, 2 years. It'll be 2 years in August. We moved to a property, and one of the big things for the property is we had two small not storage units. I guess they were garages at our old house. And I said, we needed something bigger. And one of the sellers for this house is we have an 82 by 40 warehouse here. And so we moved all of our stuff over here. And now almost 2 years later, I'm getting out of reselling because I too want to be mobile. I want to be making money from the road, and, I don't want to be shipping stuff out. We got another question. What about childcare?
Yep. Sorry. I can't help you with that one. You have to. The only way to do childcare is to have a business and you're providing childcare to all of the employees within your corporation. So, yep. I mean, yeah.
That's a huge workaround.
Not directly childcare.
Right. Yeah. That's a huge workaround, which would be super helpful because, you can't really get stuff done. But Cheryl, you made a good point the other day. Age appropriate jobs for the children.
Right. So if you can do, and it has to be written, but age appropriate jobs written down and age. For example, I've got an 8-year-old grandson that has taken awesome pictures for me.
Oh yeah.
But not every 8-year-old is going to be able to take great pictures.
Not mine.
So age and child appropriate, you just don't want it to, you want it to look, you want it to be feasible. You don't want the IRS to come and ask questions and then they're like,
something's not adding up here.
Right.
Yeah.
So you write it down, you come up with an amount that you pay the child. You can pay up to whatever the standard deduction is for single now. It's 13,000 something. And they don't have to file. And you can still claim them as a dependent. Also, you can give them some of the cash, but you're going to put the money into an account that you both have access to. You're still going to control that account.
Yes.
You can use that money not for normal room and board. You still have to be the parent, and you still have to provide the things that we agreed to by having the child.
Yes.
However, if they want to do extracurricular stuff, they want to be in sports, they want to do horseback riding, they want to I don't know, go take a knitting class. Who knows what kids want to do these days? Coding. I don't care. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever they want to do that is okay with you guys too.
Yes.
You can use that money to help pay for that. Vacations.
Yep.
Anything that's not their normal food, housing, normal clothing. If they wanted a special pair of sneakers, that was my thing back in the day. Then that money could be used for that.
Yeah. I had this discussion with my teenagers this morning because I explained to them, they said they wanted to work this summer. And I said, okay, I need you to do YouTube edits and videos and stuff. And they're like, well, wait, are we like going to get paid every single day? And I'm like, do you think that I am obligated to buy you $30 of Starbucks every day? Like, if you want this to continue on and you're going to be out of school, so then you're really going to be expecting it every day. And that's fine. I'll take you to Starbucks, but nothing is free, kids. Okay. That's a lot of money per month.
Right.
Even if it's just 4 kids, even if I just take 4 kids to Starbucks, that's a lot of money. It's give and take.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah. And the drinks are like super expensive now. Yeah.
Although I did buy a camper for my dogs. So.
But hey. Look, I got nothing there. I think that's acceptable.
Well, I would totally take them to Frosty Paws every day, except their stomachs couldn't handle it. So what's the difference? There's no difference.
Right. Exactly.
Except, yes, I can make them work for me. So there's that.
Yeah. There you go. How many? We have 3 dogs now?
2 that are ours and a foster.
And the foster.
So if anybody's watching.
Yeah, right?
You have this great little foster. He's just over a year old, and he really wants to come home with you.
What kind of dog is he?
They are saying that he is a pit bull. I think he's more like a boxer, but he's a mix. Okay. He's definitely a mix. He kind of looks like a pity boxer.
Okay.
And he's just the cutest.
Awesome. I'm not sure. You'll have to tag me in one of his pictures. I'm not sure if I've seen him. I saw your camper set up and they had their own yard. I was like, look at them living the life.
Oh, just wait. I got a new fence. It's 40 inches tall. It's great. I can't wait till we go camping the next time and I can do whole video of the whole thing because it's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's so exciting. But yeah, anyway, I digress.
Is there anyone else in the chat?
I'll find a photo and throw it up.
Yeah, throw it up. Yeah, definitely. Let me see this baby. Not that we're going to take on any more animals. There's just literally no way. Plus, I don't think our dog is not a dog's dog. He's barely a people dog. So our blue heeler. Yeah, he's something else for sure. Is there anyone else in the chat? Green Eyed News, thank you for participating. Anyone else have any comments or questions? We're here for it. Definitely. Up, I see a picture coming up. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. What's his name?
Joey.
Joey. Oh, that's so cute.
So
oh.
This was back in December. We picked him up on Christmas Day. We went to the shelter that we got our boys from.
Oh, look at him.
He's just, look at these ears.
He's so happy. Oh, what a sweetie pie.
And we brought them Christmas dinner.
Oh, like, nice.
The whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. We brought them Christmas dinner. And that's my husband and our 3 boys.
Oh, I love it.
That was first day hike. We do a first day hike every year.
Oh, okay. Look at them. Everyone's posing for the picture. Cooperating. Okay,
so this is how he got his name. Sorry about the butt, but I should put a sticker over that. Joey Pants. So Joey Pantaleone.
Oh, from the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So Joey Pants is what we call this boy. Because he looks like he's got a pair of brindle pants on.
Yeah, a pair of pants on. Oh, what a cutie pie. That's a great name for him.
And Joey is also a name for, like a baby kangaroo.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh,
he's also part kangaroo.
Oh, is he a jumper?
Yes, he's definitely a jumper. So if anybody is out there that would love to have a dog that does agility, I think he would be a great candidate.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about telling you everything, the whole thing about him. So you couldn't just throw this guy out in the yard and leave him.
Yeah.
Because he will find a way to scale the fence. They had him in isolation at the shelter, which is why we brought him home, because we don't usually deal with puppies or young dogs. We like to bring in the older ones that probably aren't going to get adopted.
Right.
But they had him in isolation because he kept going and visiting his neighbors.
Oh, okay. He's a friendly boy. Okay.
So yeah, he loves the boys. They usually love him.
Oh, good. It's like siblings. Some days you got it, some days you don't. Right.
Right. So, you do the cleaning on TikTok.
Yep.
And you do shorts on Facebook. And I know there was a recent change with with Facebook and Instagram. They don't pay anymore.
I was about to boycott Facebook, number one. So in January, I said, I'm going to do an orbit. And I'm going to post a video every single day on Facebook because I was being paid. I'm going to post a video every single day, Easter, Christmas, every day. Didn't matter. And I was doing it. Everything was fine. Well, I am renovating a she shed, which is actually an old Allied building here on our property. And I wanted to be maximalist decor. I'm very extra. I like extra. I found this teal couch that I absolutely loved. And I was going to purchase it off of Facebook Marketplace. It's a very long story, but I'll get to the point. Purchased it off Facebook Marketplace. Someone said, I literally have that couch in my basement. Just come get it for free. Just take it. And I'm like, oh my God, like freaking out. And then another person was like, hey, you need some design ideas pretty much. Here's my teal couch with my pillows. And I said to her, this is my friend that I've known for a very long time, like 15 years. I'm going to steal that couch from you. The next day I wake up, I try to get on Facebook, and I have this thing that I have I broke community guidelines. And I'm like, what? For what? And violence for saying I was going to steal. So I received a random payout, and I was like, oh boy. And I got kicked off. I'm no longer able to be monetized. Yeah.
I think we should be able to get a community of people to go to Facebook and what's it called? Petition for you to get back on.
Oh, I was so mad. So I said, well, I'm not going to post. I'm not going to take the extra 2 seconds, even though it only takes 2 seconds to repost something. I'm not doing it, Facebook. You can't have my content because I'm angry now. And but turns out, so 2 months later, they announced that they're not going to be giving anyone any monetization anymore.
Oh, right. That's right.
All right. Well, I'm going to just stick with YouTube. And that'll be that. We got another question. Yay, Green-eyed Moose.
Green-eyed Moose says we are tracking everything religiously this year, going wonderful compared to last year. Yay! At which point should we be concerned with making quarterly estimates on our net profit for taxes? All right, here's my opinion. I believe you should absolutely be saving the money that you could possibly have to pay into the IRS for taxes. However, I want you to save it into some type of account that you have access to and keep up with your books. And then we look at things the end of the year, just after the turn of the new year. So we'll look at things the first week of January and make the calculations to see what you could possibly owe. And at that point, we'll pay into your taxes if needed before the 15th of January. That way you are covered for your taxes. No penalties, no interest.
Great. Cheryl, what do you think about the book Profit First?
I haven't read it.
What? Really?
Really?
Can you, now don't read the whole book, just get the Cliff Notes, please. Can you get a hold of the Cliff Notes? Like literally go on YouTube. You know how they have channels that are like, here's the book in 30 seconds.
Okay, I didn't know that. So I was.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it could be 30 seconds to 5 minutes. And it just leaves out all of the stuff that is just not pertinent. I love that. My ADHD mind is like, yes, give that to me. Because that's all. I just need to know the information that I need to use. Please, at some point, I would love to know your thoughts.
Okay.
Because I tell everyone, and it makes sense. So yesterday on Facebook, I made a post about paying yourself because people are always like, oh, I hate Mondays. Mondays are so stupid, blah, 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 blah.
I saw that.
And I did a podcast maybe 2 weeks. No, it's been longer than that, maybe a month ago, about changing your mindset about Mondays. Because when I worked full time, I hated Mondays. And on Sunday, it would ruin my whole Sunday because I would be thinking about Monday. Like, how stupid is that? But it would put me in a bad mood because I'm like, what fresh hell awaits me? So I started paying myself on Mondays. And I know that that's not feasible for everyone. If you're fresh in your business, we're sort of doing that already. Oh, that's awesome. But the biggest takeaway that I got from Profit First is that you need to pay yourselves. And a lot of people don't do that. And before, we weren't necessarily doing that. We weren't tracking what we were going to pay ourselves. Like now it's a set amount that I pay myself. And before I was not necessarily doing that. It was just kind of like, oh, we're going to go out to eat today with my card. Oh, we're going to do this today. Okay. Oh, we're going to, I had a $300 day. We're going to go out to just stuff like that. And I wasn't necessarily tracking it and it wasn't consistent. It wasn't like, okay, I'm going to pay myself on the 1st and the 15th or my thing is Monday and Friday now. Monday for money to get me through the week and then Friday for money to get me through the weekend with the kids. But it's consistent. Like even if I don't have sales or even if, my brand deals didn't pay me or something like that, if I have to pay myself $1, it's about doing things consistently because also how my mind works. If I don't do things the same way, I'm going to forget and it's going to like push me off track. Like I have to do certain things the same way.
Completely
I just
agree.
I have to, or it's just going to like mess me up. And if once I decide I'm going to do something a certain way, I want to keep up with it, So I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Basically, the premise is you're going to open up, I think it's 5 bank accounts, which I know some people are like, what? But it made sense because a lot of people, especially starting out, are like, oh, I'll have money for taxes, or I'll think about that when I think about it. I need to just invest all my money back in the business. But it doesn't work that way. And it don't set yourself up for failure in the beginning. Just start doing things the right way from the beginning. It's just so, take it from me, it's just so much easier just starting right. So his thing is, and I'm gonna butcher the 5 accounts, but it's like one of them is for paying your employees, one's for paying yourself, one is for taxes, one is for operating expenses. I can't remember the 5th account, but it made sense. And even if you just do like a variation of it, and I'm like, wow, this really makes a lot of sense. And his thing is, I think it's the one for the taxes. Oh gosh, the cat pushed the garage door open, ran out. You're going to put it into an account that you don't have a card for. And I'm like, that's actually very smart. Because so over the years, I probably owned 15 businesses, and multiple times I have said, oh my gosh, this is broken. Let me just go take, like, there are probably other options, but the quickest option is just let me take my tax money and just fix this quickly so I don't have to think about it. And it messes you up. But if I didn't have a card to that account, I'm not driving to Waldorf to take that money out. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? So it made sense. And I liked his perspective. And he talks about losing it all, gaining it back, helping companies and businesses who have done the same, who have lost everything and are kind of starting all over again. And so I'm like, oh yes, I love this. So I would love to hear what you
I can tell
think
you what
about
my
that.
opinion is.
Okay.
Basically, you just gave me the.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I did.
No. And about halfway through, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I have an opinion on that. So my opinion is, I look at how can I move as many household expenses to my business as absolutely possible to where I don't need any money to pay myself.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I've worked on doing. Is I have worked on moving as many of my bills over to my business.
Okay.
That I can legitimately there.
Right.
And then, I mean, it's not a thing for me. It depends on the business.
Okay.
So let's take it one step back, and it depends on the business.
Yeah.
So if you have a brick and mortar business, that's going to be completely different than most of what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So, but if you are a sole proprietor, and depending on your household dynamic.
Okay.
In my house, my husband works outside the home.
Right.
So he brings, he has a W-2.
Okay.
And he pays the bigger bills. He pays the mortgage payment. He pays truck payments. He pays, so he pays that stuff. I'm doing food and water bill and the other smaller bills. I set up a rental company with my husband.
Yep.
So my business rents the truck. My business rents the camper from us, from him and I, which creates another way that I can write off his cell phone bill now.
Awesome.
And that becomes a business expense. I can write off insurance. I can write off upkeep on the truck. I can write off upkeep on the camper.
Okay.
I can write off almost all of our vacation, our business trips for YouTube.
Yeah, no, I mean, they are. Yeah.
Right. And, at which time we can also take some time and relax, but we work every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have worked really hard at moving as many expenses over to the multiple businesses that I'm able to move, so that I don't really have to write myself a check.
Okay. Okay. We got another question. Green Eyed Moose is on a roll today. I have not even heard of that book.
I mean, I know that the richest man in Babylon was in the Bible, but let's see. What can we Google?
I'm interested now for sure. Oh, I remember the fifth account. It's a bonus. A bonus account if you want to give yourself a bonus a couple times a year.
Let's see. It's a parable. A poor scribe who became the richest man in Babylon. Included in Arkad's advice are the 7 cures, or how to generate money and wealth, and the 5 laws of gold, or how to protect and invest wealth.
Ooh, I like the sound of this.
It's by George Samuel Classen. I will.
Okay. I think I have a Kindle credit, Audible credit too. Take a listen while I'm in my garden today. Thank you so much for that. I love hearing about what other people have read. There's usually some gems in there.
Let's see. We got.
When you just said his name, that sounded very familiar. I wonder if he has a series or. Yeah, that sounds very familiar.
It says there's a Kindle edition that's available right now for free.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So. All right.
Awesome.
I think I just got the link. I'll throw the link in the chat.
Oh, good. Thank you.
That's not what I wanted to do. Text. Okay. Yeah. Got me a short link.
Awesome. Sweet. Boom.
Oh, I see now.
What?
Because because we are co-hosting, we both have admins. If I post it into the chat, it goes into my channel from me, and it goes into your channel from you.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Nice.
That's why the hello.
We're learning. That's very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in that because, I would love to hear different perspectives about, let's see, shorts. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Written in the 20s. Ooh.
There were some good financial books written back then.
Really?
Well, I mean, what's I'm not sure, is it Bryce or Brittany or both of you that's in here listening? Who am I trying to think of? Oh, mercy. Come on. Everybody talks about it.
Is it from the 20s or just an older book?
Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill.
Think and Grow Rich. I have not read that book.
Huh?
I'm probably the only entrepreneur who has not read that book.
Okay, wait a minute.
I know.
You gave me a hard time about Profit First. I feel like I have to send you this book or send you the Audible credit or something. Oh my.
Is it a must?
Oh, it's a must. It's a total yes. Absolutely.
Sometimes I feel like people say that and it's not, and I'm like, what the heck? Okay. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, absolute must.
Is it more now I don't want to sound like I'm knocking mindset because I am a big mindset person. Is it more of a mindset book?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm in for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a mindset book.
Okay.
Because it makes you think. He doesn't tell you the answer.
It makes you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to read through the book and listen through the book, or however you do. I'm I used to be a huge reader. Now I'm a huge Audible geek.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to listen, and most of the time you have to listen multiple times.
Okay.
There are a lot of books that base the entire book on what their viewpoint is of the thing that Napoleon Hill talks about.
Okay.
All of the other get rich books,
are based
all based on that book.
Okay. All right. I'm on it. Actually.
I mean, now okay, Bryce.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah, that would be
a
huge.
What's that other one? Okay,
like when you think about like book clubs and talking about books and things like that. That's one of those books that.
Bryce, what did you think of it? Halfway through, you should have like a good. What'd you think of it? I'm going to dive into it. I am. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I have some homework. I need to get it. Oh my God. We've been live for 46 minutes.
I say that, but it doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm a talker. I can talk for hours and my husband is the opposite. He just listens. I'm the talker. I'm like, there couldn't be two of us. We would be talking over each other. We would be arguing all of the time. It wouldn't work.
Exactly. Completely agree. Same thing here. And my husband is like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he says sometimes. Literally, he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you got to keep up. Keep up. Listen,
I don't understand what you don't understand.
Right.
I was very clear. I did not start the topic in the middle of the subject.
Right.
I started at the beginning. Yep. I told you what it was.
I might have talked a little fast, but I still said it.
Right. And he's like, what?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Here, let's see. First minute is not religious. Told from the point of view living through. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. It's super interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. That would be a good. I'd like to see that viewpoint for sure. Definitely.
Interesting viewpoint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does definitely. Okay. So does it translate? Does it? I mean, I get that it's the viewpoint that it's told from.
Right.
Does it translate? Can you figure out how to translate it to now? I mean, we're in ever-changing times.
Oh my gosh. We really are.
I was listening to a YouTube yesterday, I think, and he was saying that things are going to you think things are crazy now? Things are going to get super crazy for the next 10 years.
Cat.
And then they're going to go back to normal, but it's going to be a completely different kind of normal. It's
going to be a different normal. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But the way he was saying it was that he felt like it was going to be a much better normal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here for it. I mean, we'll see. Cheryl, give me 2 seconds. My cat just escaped.
I completely agree. I'm going to throw that up because that is very important to say. Mindset is important and you manifest your destiny. I am totally into you speak things into existence.
I'm back.
So what do you think, Renee? I totally believe that we speak things into existence.
Oh, yeah.
So if we speak negatively about ourselves or others, then that's what's going to happen. If we speak positively about ourselves, about our business, about our friends and our family, then that's going to happen too. So
yeah, 100%. I just recently got into like mindset and all of this stuff. I have cut so many people off in my life. It's not even funny. Like, bye, see ya. Like, I don't want to be around negativity. I don't want to be around like gossip all of the time. It's just,
Right. I got enough of my own crap to worry about.
I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
No. And I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, if you say, oh my gosh, today's going to be the worst day, it's going to be the worst day. You're already putting it out there into the universe. It is what it is. And they roll their eyes, but it's the truth. It is. I mean, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
They're still young. They'll get it eventually.
They will.
I just wish we could get them to get it
now.
Yeah.
I hope they get it sooner than I got it.
My kids did.
Yeah. I mean, I hope, because I'm like, I could have saved myself so much just by trying to not be negative. Things are going to happen. That's life, It's
my kids my girls seem to be about 20 years ahead of where I was at their age.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Mindset is everything. Yep. I like to say like super crazy things too, like just the audacity, but I'll just say it anyways, because I believe it. I see things happening for myself,
Right.
The richest man well, that's very interesting.
Even though it was written in the 20s?
That reminds me of, and I refuse to even go down the rabbit hole. The
Bryce
Simpsons.
is saying better than any book he's ever read.
Oh, okay. All right. But that reminds me of The Simpsons. Have you seen, I know that you're not a TikTok person, but I wouldn't have even realized that all of this stuff happened. There's like 20 different things that The Simpsons talked about back then that have happened now. It is wild. It's like, how could you even imagine? It's like the craziest stuff, and it's happened. How could they have written about that in 1991? How's that possible? I try to not go down deep rabbit holes, because then I'll be up all night thinking about it, just because my mind likes to wander, but yeah, I believe it. Okay, well, good. I'm definitely going to. Yeah, I don't know how I haven't. Like I said, his name sounded familiar. Clayson is his last name. Clason.
Clason.
Okay, the name sounds familiar, and you'd think that I would know a little bit more about Babylon. I went to Catholic school for 12 years, and we had to read the Bible every day, but it's not ringing a bell. And yeah, but you said it's not religious, correct? It's not a religious book, right? It's not a religious book. Okay, yep. Okay, well, good. I have something to dive into. Yeah, I'm always looking to improve something in my business, something in my personal life can be improved every day, I believe.
I agree.
Or at least try. And then try again tomorrow.
So do you have any specific plans that you for, like, I don't know, the next month or the rest of this year? How about the rest of this year for your channel, your businesses?
Yeah, I would like to really ramp up. So I have 4 YouTube channels. Only one of them has my face though. So I plan to ramp those up, get more and more into affiliate marketing and more into just the product marketing. I just don't want to be hands-on dealing with products as much as I was. That's my plan for the rest of the year. That's about as far out as I can see right now. It's weird though, because I feel like things happen and then I'm like, oh, let me pivot. And I have no problem being like, okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to start. And it's funny because people be like, oh my gosh, you do so much. Well, it's because who has it all figured out? You know what I mean? Or it's weird how you learn one thing from another thing. Like I was a big Amazon seller, FBA, FBM. I went to an Amazon meetup and they were all talking about print on demand and KDP. I was actually the only FBA seller there. And they're like, oh no, we don't do that. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't do it? They're like, KDP. And I'm like, what's KDP? And then they turned me on to KDP. And now I've published like 50 books, but I didn't know anything about it. Nothing about it. And the money is easier. And you have to sit down and do your research and write the book and design the book. But whether or not you run ads, sometimes I run ads, sometimes I don't. You just let it roll. You let it roll. It's not like you have to wake up to angry, sorry, my rooster is, he wants to be included on the conversation, guys. No matter what the currency. Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely get behind that.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, building on that, building wealth. I mean, we would like to get deeper into real estate. At one point, I had a lot of rentals and I've lost them all as we speak. So, but it's life. It is what it is. We'll get back into real estate, but just nothing that is going to be a huge headache for me. We don't see the other questions. Even when they come up, what if she puts them on the screen?
We haven't had any questions.
Yeah, just there's no other questions. There's just the comment. Like we just Cheryl just put a comment up on the screen. Could you see that comment? Yeah, can you see that comment right there? I think there's a little bit of a lag. Yeah, Deborah, just let us. Do you hear him? Gosh, he's like, oh, it's my turn to shine.
We got quiet, and he was like, "Hello."
They're waiting for me to talk. Yes, I see what you put. Oh no, this is what we're reading about. What she's putting up. I'm just bending over because my eyes are terrible, even though I have my glasses on. Yeah, that's my plan for the year. Still, I have a lot of inventory. And then my husband, he has inventory also. So he is still in it, like big time though. He's still really enjoying eBay. So
anyone that is listening, that is considering getting into eBay, I highly suggest that you find another eBay Poshmark seller and take photos for them for a little bit.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Because you can learn so much. You learn so much. I'm thinking about like my very first online store that I had like 13 years ago. I found a picture. Actually, it was a whole Facebook profile. The profile is Elise Wood. And it's still up. It's called Oh My Fashion. And I literally took a picture. I got shoes from TJ Maxx. I'm not even sure I took the tag off. And I put them in front of my basement door and I took a picture. That was the picture that I uploaded to my website. Like, what? I mean, they sold, but it's just like, why did I put, but I didn't know. I didn't know any better.
Anything will sell.
Anything will sell.
I literally sold, talk about The Simpsons. I literally sold a Homer Simpson action figure that was this tall, where he was just in his underwear. And that was it. And sold it for $10 plus shipping.
Yeah. Anything will sell.
That was the first thing that I sold that my husband was like, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
You can do this. Anything is gonna sell.
Yeah. Anything will sell. Yeah, absolutely. But it was getting into the group with Chris and with Tech that I was like, okay, we do need to have a better lighting system. We started out with like our lamp and took the lampshade off,
Right.
We do need to have a better background. We do need to write proper descriptions and titles and do a little bit of research and not go buy 100 of something that's on clearance at Walmart just because it's on, you know what I mean? Like, be more.
I've done that way too many times.
So many times.
It's never worked for me.
So many times. Yep. So someone else just came in. Hi guys, thanks for joining. We've been live for 59 minutes. If you have a question, drop it in the box or drop just a hi so we know you're here. Thank you for joining us.
Let us know which channel you're watching from.
Yes, we're trying
to found us.
We're trying to track, was it one of our posts or did YouTube say, hey, these guys have been live for almost an hour? Please let us know. This is new to us. It's our first episode together.
And I have to say, I mean, I know they all say it, but I'm just going to say, if you are here from my channel, please jump over to Mommy Hasn't Showered when we get done and like and subscribe on her channel.
Yes. Likewise, guys, please.
And If you're over there, Mommy Hasn't Shared.
Team effort.
Come over and visit.
Yes, team effort. Team effort.
We are really hoping to bring you guys a ton of content as we further our own businesses and we learn different things. Mm-hmm. We'll be putting together specific things in the future. This one was more like a free-for-all. We're trying to understand and get started and figure out what the best way for us to work is. Mm-hmm. And there may be times where Renee will have something that she'll bring to both channels or vice versa. So we're trying to help you guys out, give you tax strategies, give you tax tips, bring you, help you with your bookkeeping and your finances, but most of all, give you the skills and the ideas and the processes that you need to build your business so that you can live the life that you want to live.
Absolutely.
Whatever that means for you.
Exactly. It's different for everyone. Yeah.
I'm totally about, I want to do all the traveling and I don't want to be in one place. And then I've got friends that, they want to have their roots. They want to have their, their home in their one place and be surrounded by family. And I think that's probably my husband, but we're going to have to find a happy compromise or not.
Yeah, there's a compromise. Yeah, I would say my husband's the same way, but I'm like, okay, see ya. I'm going here. I'm going there. I don't want to sit still ever.
No, I can't. Ever. I can't do it. I have been in this. He bought this place, and I have been here for almost 12 years. This is the longest I've ever lived in one place in my entire life.
Yeah.
Before that was 5.
Oh, wow.
So I'm more than double.
Yep.
And I'm going stir crazy.
I feel ya. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure that I've ever lived anywhere for 12 years. I'm not even there yet. So you're further along than me.
I don't think I ever would be.
Isn't that so funny? I tell people and they're like, what? I've only lived in 2 houses in my whole life. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't say the same for me. No. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I get crazy.
No, there's nothing wrong with it if it's for you.
Yeah. If it's for you,
I started getting the itch at year 5. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
But then we got married.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I get it. Yeah. 12. I'm like, even thinking about it, I'm like, 12 years. What? Yeah. But that's great. You have the camper. You can get on the road.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Because I keep trying to talk him into retiring. And he's like, and I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Retire. You'll make it work.
Retire. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. We don't know. We're not. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to get started on that particular soapbox.
You never know where life will take you. You never know if you're even going to wake up tomorrow. I mean, that is 100% true. I know that sounds like, oh, Renee, why would you say that? But it's true.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, no, it's true.
We're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
And with the things that I've been through in my life,
you'll make the best
like
of it.
I feel like I have to.
Yep.
For myself and others that didn't make it.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. I hope we didn't just bum you guys out, did we? With our I
want to slide when it's time for me to go. I want to slide into that casket.
Yep.
Beat to pieces, bruised, bloodied, drinks, the whole 9 yards. Yep. Everybody needs to know she had the best time ever.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yes, I love that. I love that. I love it.
So however you decide to live, we both would like to help you do that to the best of your ability. And, you were talking earlier about that paycheck and that Monday thing.
Yes.
And I used to hate it. I used to hate it when I was working for somebody else. I hated it. Now I love it.
Yeah.
I have the house to myself come Monday morning. It's like,
Yep.
yay!
Yep.
Everybody's gone.
Yep.
Just me.
Yep. And even
And
for
then
people who still work, you can still do things on Monday that make you happy, you know?
Right.
Like, do you have something that you do every single Monday?
Yeah, as little as possible.
Yeah. There you go. That's your goal for Monday. Yeah.
It kind of is. I struggle coming off of the weekend.
Yes.
So a lot of times I will still work part of the day on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday is downtime. Sunday is, just us kind of sitting around. Maybe we're out in the yard. We don't do too much unless we're gone for the weekend.
Right.
But Monday is kind of
right.
The house is quiet. It's just me and the boys.
Yeah.
And
happy wife, happy life. Whew. Amen to that. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's nice having the house. So I can get up on Monday morning whether I sleep in or I don't. Mm-hmm. I come down, I get on the couch, the boys and I all snuggle up together. Maybe we take another nap.
Yep.
Nice,
easy, slow day.
Yeah. And I try to get some things done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously I have a lot of shipping to do on Monday.
Yeah.
From the weekend, but otherwise
you'll get it done. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't generally hold any meetings unless it's during tax time. I don't hold meetings on Mondays.
Okay.
I can't think.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get it. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm super excited about what's going to happen with this. You were talking about the KDP and the writing the books, and there's so much misinformation out there that when you have the knowledge about a topic and you can put that into material, whether it's an audio, whether it's written, and we talked about audio not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
My biggest thing, and so if you're out there and you're listening and you have a topic, my biggest pet peeve with all these YouTube videos and these books and things like that is that they don't tell me how to do it.
Right.
Like literally, I want the processes, write out the processes. So if it's taxes and you tell me that I'm allowed to do XYZ, then show me where I can do it on the paper. Right. Don't just tell me I can do it and walk away.
Right. Yep.
Show me how to do it on the paper.
Yeah.
So if it's, my big thing is Excel spreadsheets, building those. So if I'm going to write something like that and I'm going to tell you how to do it, I'm going to give you a step-by-step instruction manual on how to do it. Mm-hmm. So can y'all do that for me?
Right. I know.
If you've got a topic, teach me.
Yeah.
Give me the processes. I need the processes because my brain needs the steps to follow.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's how I am too. I need to actually do it also.
And there's more of us that are like that now that we can admit to it.
Oh yeah. Well, earlier when we were talking on the phone and you were like, call me when you're in front of the computer. I'm like, yes, you get it. Because you're going to tell me and then I'm going to get home and be like, wait, what did you say? I couldn't find it even looking at it. So there's that.
When you start teaching people stuff, you learn some of these things like that. And that was one of the things that, if I have an easier time explaining if I give visual aids.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I have a hard time articulating things without pictures.
Right.
And I don't mean like, the books that we learned when we started learning to read with See Sam Run.
Right. Sam is running. Right.
Right. But I mean, it's not far off,
Right.
It's the same concept, just expanded.
It is. Yep.
And who knows? Maybe all this ADHD stuff is something with the food. I don't want to get into, but
maybe.
Or the environment. But the number of people that now we have this label.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate labels. But it's the easiest way to help, for me to help somebody else understand how to communicate with me.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. I agree.
But I feel like if I communicate with someone the same way,
Mm-hmm.
over-explaining, then it doesn't matter whether they have ADHD or not. They're going to be able to understand.
They're going to understand it. Right.
And if we're doing something like this on a platform, then maybe they're not the people for us.
Right.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's okay. Tuesday.
Copy that. Tuesday consultations only.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I've got a new website coming up, and that just reminded me I have to get my calendar fixed. I moved things around.
Oh, yeah.
I moved, so I had my calendar attached to one website or one domain. And I moved the domain, and now my calendar's not attached.
Ah, okay.
I can't use it. I haven't been able to. I got to contact Google again and tell them to help me.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, that's actually not something I'm familiar with.
They were really good about helping me move the domain over from, it was a Google domain, and move it into another, as part of a different business workspace.
Right.
So they helped me do that. And then, but they didn't ask me certain questions before we deleted the account.
Mm-hmm.
I should have gone in and changed emails.
You didn't think about it, yeah.
And stuff before they told me to delete the account.
What is this? Let's see.
Deborah says,
"What? There we go. I did
it! People learn for different ways: visually, kinesthetic, logical, auditory. As the previous teacher, it was my responsibility to figure out the best way for each." That's great. That's perfect. And then she said 4. She corrected her spelling.
Yes.
So I had a logo that I put up here recently in a Facebook post.
Oh, yeah. Your logos.
Yes. And one of the people that commented used to be a teacher.
Okay.
And she said, when you pull it up, whatever it is, pull it up, look away, look back. What do you see first? Whatever stands out to you first is probably what's going to stand out to somebody else. There are no right or wrong answers.
Wow, right.
But is that what you want to stand out to you first?
Right.
And if not, then change it. If it is, then great. And so when I did that for my logo and it was the name that stood out to me first, I was like, okay, good, great. I wanted the design just to convey something. I want people to remember the name.
Exactly. Trying to get getting a little picture of us. Dude. Yes, got it. Awesome. All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. That hour went like,
yes, it did.
So fast.
So if you've made it this far, I see there's 6 people in here now. There's a couple of people there's 4 people that have not told us who they are, where they're from, how they found us. But hopefully you guys will leave us a comment afterwards.
Yes.
If you come and watch the replay, thank you.
Helpful.
We appreciate you too. Hopefully we will see you in a future live.
Yes.
And
next week.
We'll be back next week, next Tuesday, noon Eastern time.
Yep. Right on time. We got on. We were on way before noon because we had to figure it out, but we'll see you at noon.
Yes. So thank you all for being here.
Thanks, guys.
This has been great. I've loved it. So if you
Awesome.
guys have gotten anything out of it, then that's awesome too.
Yes. Yes. All right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.